Welcome to Flosstube 34. I want to welcome all my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. This is broken up into two parts. I filled up my whiteboard after the first week and I needed to start again. So this is the second part, but I've joined it to the first part because at the end of my first part I had my acquisitions. Right, I had a finish for now, so I will show that to you now. This is the Filipina seasons stitch along. This is summer, the pink one. This one I had finished the stitching a while ago, and I have now finished the beading and the back stitching, so hopefully you can see that she's all done. I will have a before picture. I will put it over my face and I will have a picture of what she looks like over my face too. And she's all done. She is very blingy. What didn't I use? I used the call for pinkish looking beads. The green beads aren't the called for. They needed a olive green one, and I still had the green ones that I used for the other part, so I thought, well, I'll use them too. And the white beads I use, which are actually a clear bead, they were meant to have a lilac one. I didn't use that. And there is, where the flowers are, is just here is a purpley colour one that was called for, and I used that. So she's all done. So I'm half complete. I was saying to Dave last night, I said, that's the best of the seasons, isn't it? Do I need to do the rest? I'm completely over it. But I'm sure I will continue. My next piece, I shouldn't have put here, but I've only just worked on it, is Mini Mount Cabin Home by Dominic Davidson. Here will be the picture of what it will look like. I actually worked on this for 2 days. It was at 19.76%. I'll have a start picture, and I did 401 stitches, and I got to 21.2. No, I told a lie. Okay, it was at 19.76%, and I did 1,184 stitches. I will show it while I'm doing it, while I'm talking about it. And then I got to 21.24%, and then I did a further 401 stitches, and I got to 21.77%, and that's a total of 1,585 stitches. And I was working on this page. I was really hoping to get the page finished, but I didn't. This is on 16 count easy count Ada. It's not my favorite, but I'm quite happy with how it looks. When you bring it back, it looks even better. So this is where she is. So I will have hopefully above my progress before and after. So that is what I worked on the last couple of days. So it is interesting the difference between the two fabrics, because this is a 16 count. I didn't tell you that this is a 16 count Phantom and this is a 16 count Ada as well. They're both 16 counts. This I can see perfectly fine, but the Phantom, by Picture This Plus, I need to use magnifier. I really struggle to see it. My next piece is Mini Enchantment of the Wolf. You'll see a picture of it here. The artist is Tamara Markgard. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern, and I start it? It says I'm at 67.79%. Is that where I started? I'm all finished. I'm not sure. But I'll have it on my picture, which I will put hopefully over my head. I'll have a progress picture. So I was working down there. So I did exactly 1,000 stitches. This is 25 count easy count fabric, and I'm struggling with this piece. I'm using Sexy on it, and hopefully next year, by the end of the year, I'll have this piece finished, because it's my struggle bus. My next piece is a piece that you haven't seen for ages, which is Mini Serenity by Julie Fane. It is another Heaven and Earth. I started at 46.38% and I got to 47.81%. I will show you a picture of what it will look like. It's a Heaven and Earth again, and I did 1,131 stitches, and this is what she's looking like. I should have shown you a progress picture, and I was working down here, so I should have shown you a start and where I finished. So I'm really happy that I got actually some stitches in this. Last time I worked on this, I was saying how much I hated doing all those checkerboard stitches, but this time I didn't really mind, and I think because I was wearing my glasses and I was using my magnifier and I could see it fine, and I think that really helps. I think with updating my glasses in December, that will help as well. My next piece is what I finished my next half on, which is All Hallows Eve by Donna Gelsinger, and I was working on this pumpkin. So I started at 3.36% and I ended at 3.88%. I did 1,211 stitches, and I think you'll agree it is looking amazing. It is on 20 count Balana. I should have shown you what it will look like and where I was and where I am, and isn't that pumpkin looking amazing? I've got half a face. So I am so happy with this. So for this fortnight I did 5,298 stitches in this last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, I think. Yeah, I think in the last 6 days. And I did 10,560 in the previous 8 days. I worked on a total of 10 pieces out of in the 14 days, and it gave me a total of 15,858 stitches. So I was really happy with that. I don't think going forward I will have as many stitches going forward because it's getting warmer here. We had a beautiful day yesterday. It's meant to be 20 degrees Celsius here today, so hopefully it will be. So instead of doing my 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 stitches a day, I think I'll pull it back and get a 500 or 600 or 700 a day and make the most of the lovely weather while we can. So I will now join in here my what I previously did last week, and so you can see what I have done. So thank you very much, and I will end this here. Good morning, welcome to my Flosstube. Thank you for coming and watching my latest update. I am going to do this in 2 parts again because my whiteboard, I'll show you a picture of it here, is full, so I need to put more stuff on it again in a few days. Today is the 7th of November, so I have a few things here, and I haven't stitched my whole week. So Sunday and Monday I kitted up. I started kitting up on Sunday. I did my kit with me, and I started kitting up those threads that I got from AliExpress, and I was going to do my sunflower cottages, my new start, and then Jess and I discussed it, and I said actually I want to start my mini Moon River. I have it here. So I changed my mind, so that's going to be my under 100,000 start. So that is mini Moon River. I had that kitted up for a long time, but I just hadn't done the thread drops. So this is the fabric that I dyed for that excuse me, frog pattern that I bought from Tilton Crafts. So this is the fabric that I dyed, so I'm going to use that. It's a 20 count Balana, and I'm not going to do that frog pattern because I think it is AI art. I'm not convinced. It's not, unfortunately, it's not stated. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to do it. So here is my mini Moon River threads. It's very green and blue, so I'm very happy with them. So that's CXC on the 20 count. I have a Balbi tag here that I will put on my fabric later on. I won't do that up. So my first thing that I started, I didn't really start stitching. I think I did. I started Herey Porter, and I'll do a picture here. This is a Gecko Rouge pattern, and I started at 6.40% to 6.9% I did 509 stitches. I think that was on Monday maybe, and then on the Tuesday I did 250 stitches, which was 6.98% to 7.32%, and that's all I did, and that was because I was kitting up. I re-kitted up my Christmas post, so that is all I've done. And this is 18 count Floba, F-L-O-B-A, and I absolutely love this fabric. It's a natural fabric. I will show you a piece of this in its packet after, because I bought another piece of this. My next piece is a new start. Is my Christmas post. You'll see a picture of it here. It's by Tilton Crafts. I think it hasn't got an artist. Herey Porter is Jenny Parks. Sorry if I didn't say that. By Gecko Rouge. Christmas post. I restarted. I re-kitted it up on I re-kitted it up with Sexy Threads on the 31st of October. I know I didn't do Halloween stitching, and I still use the same fabric that I was using before. This is the 20 count. You can see that I just cut it. It was still big enough, so it's still got the existing stitching that I had on it before. I just have to frog it when I get down to it. It's actually just going to be on the border, so it doesn't actually matter. I can decide whether I want to frog it or not. It has got a 3-inch border, and it's on the border. I even put a wee tag to say Christmas post, and I started it. So I would have shown you a picture of what it looks like, and I'll show you a picture of my 3 days. So I stitched on it so the first day I did 1281 stitches, and it got me to 1%. The second day I did 1363 stitches, and the third day I did 1555 stitches, and that got me to 3.28%. I was a wee bit disappointed with myself. I really wanted to get to the same percent that I was at. I was at 3.40%, but I didn't quite make it. I was at 3.28%, and that gives me a total of, so over my 3 days it gave me a total stitches of 4199. Excuse me. So I was really happy with that in some ways. Excuse me. I was hoping to get to the 3.40, but I think I was expecting a wee bit much, because I think it took quite a wee while to actually get that. So I think the coverage is really good on with dyeing it with the Sexy. So it's 1 thread full cross. Turn the sound off. Sound was turned off. Power off. There we go. So I hope to do a wee bit more stitching on this, maybe in Christmas in July. I don't really feel like doing Christmas stitching at Christmas time here. I feel more like doing Christmassy stitching more over Christmas in July, because it's not that cold. I feel more like summer stitching in at Christmas time. So my next piece is Mini Butterfly Effect. I started at 86.67% and got to 90.23%. I did 1108 stitches, and this is a Heaven and Earth, it's a Hade. Boy. It's by Kate Powell. I would have shown you a picture of what it will look like. There's only 3,045 remaining stitches, with being at 90%. Oops, so this is, I need to put my needle here. This is what she's looking like. She's very thick at the back. Bring her in. And I was concentrating on the butterflies. I haven't got one butterfly finished yet. That thread at the front there is what I just had on my needle and I pulled it through. Yes, I don't have a butterfly finished. There is a lot of confetti in those butterflies. This is one of the worst pieces for confetti I've ever had. It's not for the faint-hearted. So this is my piece that I'm trying to have finished by Christmas time, by the end of the year. So, the fabric is by Paddock Lane. It's a 24 count, 22 count, 20, I think it's 24. It's Summer Beach. Look, my needle. I really should put a needle minder on it, because it doesn't stick in my fabric. I will put it in my stitching, because it will stick in that, because my stitching is so thick. With all my darning on my threads, my back is a mess. This is the worst back I think I have had with any piece. I'm not going to show you it. My next piece that I worked on is God Shed His Grace, and I did 2,307 stitches. I was at 10.90% and I got to 12.61%. I will show you pictures. It's an artisty piece and the artist is Abraham Hunter. This is another 20 count piece, and excuse my washing machine, and it is 20 count Lugana, and I was concentrating on this corner because I've got all the way across the bottom. I will have a before and after. I would have had a before and after for everything. I'm sorry if I haven't said that, but I would have put it in. This is amazing. I love this piece. Again, my needle. I should have a needle minder on it. Karen the Needlebug is working on this as well. Doreen is on Instagram. She has got all the sky. There are so many people working on this and doing amazing jobs. So yeah, love this piece. Don't get out enough. I think my problem is I just have so many pieces and I'm going to start more. You don't start all the amazing pieces, you don't see the progress. My next piece, yesterday I was talking to Jess about this and saying how frustrated I was because I wasn't seeing any progress, and I felt that I was stuck in this area and I wasn't getting any better. So what am I talking about? I am talking about Spirit of Autumn by Cairo Machete. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. I'm sorry if it's not. I think everybody pronounces it a bit different. And this is what it's looking like. I have cropped this piece and I was at 73.18% and I got to 73.84%, and this is the same as my God Shed His Grace. This is a 10 stitch piece, and this is the area that I have been working in, and I will have a I would have shown you what it looks like. I would have done that with the Abraham Hunter piece too. Sorry if I didn't say that. Anybody think I was new at this? So this area, I think I have picked too big of an area the whole time to concentrate on, and I've still got ninja stitches. So, but I'm starting after 2,189 stitches yesterday. I have finally started to fill in this area a little bit more. I was hoping to have this area cleared maybe 2 times ago, but I will have a before and after. So yeah. I'm really happy with this. Next time I will try and finish this page and any other ninja stitches, and then hopefully I will be able to work on just the foxes. So my acquisitions, I have for a while I have had a live sign, so I plugged that in today and put that up on my window so Dave actually knows when I'm recording. So I'll put a picture here of what that is to make that easier. I got some more 18 count fibre because I absolutely love that for stitching for when I'm really tired. So this is what that looks like when that arrives. I also got a new package of, excuse the crinkling, (18 count Devicer. Excuse how reflective it is. Devicer is a with the orange. What's the stuff that's got the orange on it? All my fabric's got the orange on it, so I can't think of it. So it's all that. Oh, that's really bad. I haven't got it written on my board, so I won't think of it. So the company that makes Easy Count, no, I can't think of it. They aren't making Devicer anymore. So I wanted to try that, and I love the feel of that. It's a wee bit softer than the floater. So, and I love even weave more than, you can see how big the holes are compared to Ada. So I got 3 meters of that, and that was all Elizabeth could get. And Jess ordered me a couple of meters from a place in Australia as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate you spending this time with me and all your comments. I hope it hasn't been too confusing having it in a joint together like it was, but it made it so much easier for me this time. It meant I was able to edit my first part, and I only had to add the photos in for today. So I'll upload this and have it ready. Thank you. Bye.